the song that enhances the start of the day. Dancing around, inviting you to go outside, is the one we study. Eastern Bluebirds they are, flying, dancing through the blue sky, highlighting the beauty of nature. Professor Kirsten Newtoff, along with her students, started an Eastern Bluebird conservation project in the spring of 2020 at Montgomery College in the Germantown campus. Throughout the years, she has been able to expand the scope of bluebird conservation into 8 different location sites. A project that only started with 11 nest boxes is now a total of 216 nest boxes around the state of Maryland, thanks to the ongoing collaboration of Montgomery County and Howard County Parks alongside community volunteers. To better understand the beauty behind the Eastern Bluebirds, we must study not just them, but their natural environment.
Bluebirds don't need us looking in their boxes, but what they do need is us to protect them from house sparrows. House sparrows are a very invasive bird here in the United States. They kill adult and fledgling bluebirds and nestlings and poke holes in eggs because they will use those boxes too. And we don't need to help house sparrows breed. So by us checking twice a week, we see house sparrow activity early and we can get rid of those nests. Active monitoring makes a big difference. My goal is that we will be able to tell organizations, hey, you can add a bluebird trail and you will get bluebirds.
Now, what can we learn from studying these beautiful bluebirds in an urbanized environment? Well, we can start to see how its habitat and our presence affect their survival.
The most interesting thing that I am looking at is how urbanization impacts Eastern Bluebird success.
Human and car proximity can be observed near nest boxes in a suburban environment like MC Germantown campus.
I was particularly interested in the behavioral differences between those at the parks and those at the campuses because I've noticed that the birds that are more comfortable around human disturbance, like bikes, dogs, people, buses, everything, they're typically a lot more comfortable around humans.
Professor Newtoff's students collected data on the proximity of humans and other adjacent variables near nest boxes within 30 meters. If we observe the results in the scatter plot, we can see that nest boxes that were closer to roads or parking lots were just as successful as those that were further away from roads and parking lots. Professor Newtoff's research revealed an awareness of what can affect bluebirds' success in urbanized habitats, so that in the coming years, the Bluebird Conservation Project can continue to expand to other urbanized campuses and locations with a better idea on where trails can be created and nest boxes can be placed.
I think that human disturbance is helping to lower predation.
This fascinating thought opens doors to new ways on how we coexist with our natural surroundings and local species.
I'm hoping we can change this paradigm of what good habitat is for bluebirds. And then next year, I'm curious if that bluebird that started at box 1 doesn't come back to box 1 next year, and how do humans potentially influence that decision?
Hopefully, Professor Newtoff's initiative will continue to grow over the years. As she says,
we have tons of suburban parks, we just need to put up boxes.
There is still a need to collect more data on if the bluebirds are comfortable laying their eggs in specific nest boxes despite there being human disturbance. Next year, we will be able to conduct more in-depth research on suitable nest box locations for them, even with humans present.
My dream is getting more community partners and getting them up and running and managing bluebird trails. If every elementary, middle, and high school in Montgomery County had a bluebird trail, and I gave them the tools on how to set one up and how they can use their students to study bird success and bird behavior, then I'm set. My real personal journey and my personal goals are all about community engagement in science.